Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti at the home champion of nurseries, the Bendigo Racecourse.
Yeah, there've been a few. It's over there, the board, but there's some good horses been through here, Darren. I did see Better Loosen Up. That's one. So
I love Bendigo.
it's a great track.
I love Bendigo.
How warm is it?
Oh, it's hot.
27 degrees.
Whew, feels every bit of it.
Yep.
We've had a couple of fourths so far, but we'll come back and talk about those.
Yep.
I want to give a special cheerio.
Cheerio.
Phyllis Conroy,
Yes.
Ron Conroy. Watch every week. About time you bought a horse, guys. And Phyllis, if you're watching this, it means you're not stewing the quinces. Get back to the kitchen. Anyway, it's good to get that feedback that they watch every week.
We've got 2 permanent viewers by the sounds, at least.
At least there's someone out there.
Yeah, takes care.
The trouble is they know we're here and we're not working.
Well, it's work, isn't it?
Oh, it's some sort of work.
Just in a Rick Belt one out in the background.
Yeah, we've got it coming up to the last soon, but oh well, here we are. Let's go through. There's a mountain of runners each gone and a mountain of runners to come.
Quickly.
Where do you want to start, Pete?
Well, we better go all the way back to probably, I'll say a worse result, but thankfully the little mare's okay. It's Tennessee Gold, who was basically eased out of the race at Pakenham.
What do you went? I don't know what went wrong. That was a shocker.
Well,
I thought it broke down.
Vetted fine on course. The stable put their vet, scoped her, the whole lot, fine.
No idea.
No, I think she was...
You got no idea.
No, well, she was... Weary's just put it down that she's come to the end of her tether. I think she was a little bit lethargic the last couple of days, and he thought a good idea to give her a break and start again.
We'll give her a break. I don't know if we'll start again.
All right.
We'll see what the owners want to do.
Yeah, well, that's the point. That's the point.
All right, well, that was... I'm glad I didn't go there.
The hiccup.
I really feel sorry for the owners to have a horse run 40 lengths last. That doesn't happen very often, but the fact that she's come through fine, I don't get it. But anyway, I don't know what they're doing there. Surely they know better than that. It's supposed to be the #1 stable, aren't they?
Well,
hopefully they're not watching.
hold her breath.
Are they watching?
A lot of punters and arders hold their breath.
All right.
We may have missed the week before at Terang. That's where it all stemmed. That looked to a race, but anyway.
Anyway, we'll bring it home and see what the owners want to do. I'm sweating here in the sun.
Sun belting down on us. Saturday, results not much better, but Stringer Bell, he kicked off in a tough sort of a race, and it was good late.
1100 at Caulfield on a Saturday, first up. Impossible task.
It was, yeah.
You're supposed to be placing these horses. What's going on?
Oh,
Don't mumble away. Speak up. Come on.
We may have chatted. We're quite happy to kick off this horse there. And
yeah, we're trying to get the odd second up, aren't we? That was the plan. Anyway, he hit the line okay late.
Yeah.
Guest of honour.
Yeah, well, obviously...
Ran 7th at Doomben.
Since the race has...
Pulled up lame.
A few issues with him.
Probably mightn't run again. We'll have to wait for the x-ray results on Friday, but it doesn't sound good. He might have done a joint there, but
yeah,
we'll stand by waiting.
Swelling's still there, so they can't actually get to scanning it. And then we had some good runs. I went to stall where Himeji Joe just missed.
Ran second.
Could have... Well, tossed. We looked at the footage and...
I can't believe you blokes didn't protest.
Well, the winner come from behind us, that's why. It went past us. Probably.
It knocked us flat. It beats us by 5 inches, and you don't protest because you want to go to the bar. Fair income.
I think she may have gave the first hip and shoulder.
I reckon you should just bloody look after the owners there.
I tried.
They've all done their money.
I said to Dean, you go and have a look at the footage, and he goes, yeah, I'm going to have a look. He couldn't get in there quick enough, then he come out going...
I reckon on what I saw here today, it would have been upheld.
Yeah, well, that's a point.
What are you doing down there? I send you to do a job, nothing happens.
All right.
I'm sorry, owners. I'll go to stall next time.
She ran well.
Send a boy to do a man's job. Anyway, she was back after that virus.
Yep. And there's another mile race for her in about 10 days' time at Benalla or somewhere. So
did you stay up Sunday night and watch Sizemore?
I did actually. No, I tell you what, I set the alarm for 5 minutes before it went off. I did watch the race, and I said
live.
Yeah, and I said Cisco Kid in action. That's what I'm naming the jockey.
5 wide.
Oh, after missing the kick and then
up
arting it up.
And it runs on and runs third.
Should have ran 10th. Oh, it was a great run.
That was the Sizemore of old.
Yeah.
Now he goes to a 2-mile race, and on that he'd be hard to beat.
About 3 weeks' time, so yeah.
Gee, he hit the line good. Well done. It's good to see Sizemore back in form.
Yep.
And that guy, he's pretty happy, Hank.
Hank Gruy.
And he speaks English.
Does he?
Better than the ones in France. I've got no idea what they're talking about.
Can't half make any sense of half his emails, but anyway.
I can't make sense of what you're saying.
No, I know. Good tug
Anyway, that was good, Seismos.
But
Bad time.
And there was a big place divvies on the totes around Australia too.
Was there?
$8 and $11 a place.
Oh, really?
Well,
Why didn't we get on?
no, none of us smart enough. When
You
you run
couldn't-
42 legs second last, I'm not sure you could actually get on the next start. But
2800 was the key.
yeah, it was.
Good on him.
Monday, honest little performance. This is her middle name, honest.
The bridesmaid?
My obsession.
The bridesmaid.
I had a
Second?
Yeah, well beaten. The horse looked smart, progressive horse.
Yeah, the favourite was never going to
Yeah.
get beat, was it?
Harrison's horse.
I think he got suspended on that, right?
Yeah, and he missed out on the ride on Big Duke.
Don't you reckon if you get suspended in a race, you should go to the back of the field?
Relegation
Can we
rule.
bring that rule in?
Actually
Anyway.
went through her stats, my obsession.
Yep.
She come into work on August the 4th.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, April the 4th. last
April the
year.
4th. Been in work a year.
Her run, what was it, April whatever. And she's had
She hasn't won a race.
15 starts for 4 seconds, 4 thirds, and 50 grand.
You reckon she could win one? She needs to go to 1800, I think.
Benny Allen.
Is there any chance you can go to 1800 with her?
I don't know if she can run 18.
Well, she hits the line strong.
But she could. Yeah.
You probably haven't thought about it.
I would have, but we just said she's a miler. I don't know. I'm not the trainer.
I'm going to find an 1800 for her.
I don't reckon she can run a mile 1800.
I'll bet you a slab.
Right. You?
I'll bet you a slab.
Pride fellows reckons you might still owe a bit of beer around. Who's that for? Actually, you owe me from bloody Ingleside.
I don't know you anything. Pay every week.
Yeah, I know. She's been stiff. She got beaten by that Sorceress, which was Group 3 placed, or 2 placed. That Fastnet Latina of Archie Alexander's was
Unbeaten.
at stakes level. And this thing looks like it's progressive too, so...
She needs 1800.
All right,
I'm going to put her in an 1800.
you ring Weary.
I don't have to tell him.
Doesn't listen to me.
If he doesn't care, I'll just give it to Archie.
Oh. Righto, what's next? Here, we're at Bendigo, and I missed Captain Harry's race, but you've seen a nice little run first up from that that horse. That lad.
You're fine. Look, he ran well, ran fourth, probably should have run third.
Yep.
Very strong race, that. Probably a Saturday City race. And the first two were clearly better, but I think over 1200, he might need another 1100. But gee, I was pleased with his run today, and I think he's going to measure up to a nice horse.
Yep, for sure. Weary won the race and lost it on protest. Sour
Yes.
faces there, I think.
Well, especially when it was 15s into 3s.
Yeah. We're just 2 races after Captain Harry. High Largo kicked off her winter prep, and she finished 4th and was really good through the line.
Happy with that. First up, 1500 after a short break. Had her up at Ash McKnight's in the Water Walker, and she looked a treat today.
Absolutely.
And she was really good in the action. So that little freshen up's done her the world of good, and now hopefully we can charge on into the winter and win that elusive city race we want to win.
It's a value to her broodmare status.
That's it. That means if I want to keep her as a broodmare, it's going to cost me more to buy the other owners out. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I should buy them out first and then win a Saturday race.
Anyway,
No, she's a nice filly.
heading in the right direction. We've got one more here. Obviously, we had Equieto.
Your horse.
Equieto didn't get a run.
Yep. The Grey Flash.
The people's horse.
Silver Stratum in the last.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about the upgrade to a 3, but anyway, the jocks seem to think there's a bit of give in
There's
the track.
plenty of give in the track. I spoke to Jack Hill, and I spoke to Dean Yendall, and I spoke to Darren Murphy.
Yep.
You got to focus, Pete. And they all said there's a bit of give in the track. Bit of give in the track there was.
Yeah.
And even though it's a good 3, he'll be right. He'll be charging home, and the way we're going today, he'll run fourth.
Yeah. Well, if he runs 4th, we'll be happy with that. As he kicks off into a winter prep as well.
Right, so that's today. What happens tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, another one of our younger ones, Perugia.
Where am I going?
You're going to Pakenham. You're going to your favourite track surface.
Pakenham on
Synthetic.
the plastic. Oh,
Barrier 1, Ben Allen. Oh, it just looks a lovely little race.
Has he got blinkers on or not?
No, Darren Weir wants one more run before blinkers.
Well, he sort
I
of
suggested it to him.
He got lost, didn't he, the
Well,
other day?
hopefully Barrier 1, the rail and the horses outside
3 back
of
defence.
guns.
Can't get out.
Yeah, well,
that's what I'm
happened a bit.
thinking. Anyway, look, he's a nice horse. He'll be better next prep.
Yep.
I'd love him just to win this and put him out and bring him back later. But anyway, I'll go to Pakenham tomorrow night and have a look.
I reckon he'll be right in the race. Saturday, we've got some horses going to some decent races, Darren. I'll start off at Caulfield.
Where I'll be.
Yeah, we've got our first starter, Wanted Diva.
2-year-old, unraced.
Hayes, and Davinick. Going to a $300,000, what is it? A
Bovis Reef.
fillies?
Phobos Gold Reef.
Something
No,
like that.
Victorian size only.
Yes, yeah.
You only get one chance at this race in your life.
Yeah.
It's for only Phobos Gold horses that are by a Victorian stallion are eligible.
Yep.
We snuck in, being a first starter. And, well, she tried good at Flemington. Probably making up the numbers a bit, but
Get a look
you
at
got to
it.
have a throw at the stumps.
Played a 10th.
If you throw it hard enough, often enough, you'll hit one day. That's what my coach used to say.
Well, if we can finish in the first 10, there's $6,000 there to take home.
Yeah, well, look, it's probably beyond it, but I think the boys that just bought in,
Yeah.
she was one of our resells, are
Yeah.
a little bit in shock and awe.
Well, they can get dust off the suits and get there and have a look at her go around.
So she's
Luke
in,
Nolan's riding
Yeah, well, he trialled her the other day, and it was a
Yeah.
nice trial, but
gate 2, so
she probably ideally needed another trial, but anyway, we'll go there and see what happens. She's a half-sister to Rockalicious.
yes, that's the one. Or Rock Diva. Out of Rock Diva, sorry, but I wanted.
What else
Think
is...
Babe is
Think
going
Babe?
to be their I think it's the last race, and
Is
he's in the Phobos Gold Reef over a mile. A race worth $250,000 plus.
Drawn 17.
D. Endel committed after Ballarat, and
Well,
we
it's
get the
simple,
car
isn't
park.
it? No, well, Dino, just get him 1-1.
Simple. That's it. Speed map.
No hope.
Barrier 16 up the hill start there. You know, it's
It
fatal.
didn't look a strong race, did it, on paper?
I didn't think, but geez, it makes it stronger when you draw 17.
Pretty progressive horse, this.
He's definitely going to run.
If he's come on,
Yep.
he'll be, I don't care if he's drawn barrier 82.
No.
He's going to be somewhere about.
If you have to race him back, ride him back in the field,
Nah.
we'll see.
No riding back.
Yeah.
Not a Caulfield, mate.
So,
You've got to roll the dice. You've got to jump
I've seen,
5 wide and try and slot in somewhere.
as long as you're working up that hill, Darren, that's what they say.
Well,
like
they
that.
crawl there.
Well, hopefully. If they crawl, that's good.
Anyway,
Yeah. But anyway,
I'll let the jockey sort it out, and these
pay them for.
these jockey pattern experts.
Yeah, well, they'll be all there Saturday, the patent experts. Righto, we'll go across the border.
Hopefully Peter Ellis is there.
He'll be there.
Get some KFC.
We'll go across to Morphettville,
Right.
where
Liz is going.
Liz going over.
Liz is going over.
We've got Bloodlet and Broadway in first. Now, Bloodlet's in the traditional lead-up race to the Oaks. It's called the Sweppervession Stakes. I think it used to be the Aurora Stakes or something.
She'll enjoy a bottle of soda water.
1,800 metres. She's drawn gate 15 or something.
Doesn't matter.
but
Doesn't matter.
You've relented a bit with jockeys, haven't you?
Well, I couldn't ride it, so it was a matter of look at the lineup and say I don't want any of them, and then go for one of them.
We've got little Emily Finnegan on. She's about that high.
Oh well.
She rides a lot of winners over there, Darren.
Third in the premiership.
Yep.
No, there's no 54 riders.
No. Well, obviously, our choice of Dean is at Caulfield.
Well, Dean gave up the Sydney Cup to ride Think Babe.
Yeah.
What's that tell you?
Yeah, well, that's right. He wasn't going to budge, was he?
No. So
Anyway, look, she has, 4 weeks between runs. She races well, regardless. We can push on.
yeah, she has to run well to go to the Oaks. If she
Yeah.
doesn't, she'll be in the paddock. Simple as that.
Simple. Broadway in first is in a 1,200 metre race, benchmark 82.
Johnny Allen
Jay Allen getting warmed up for the jump season.
dropping back in distance.
Yeah, I'm not.
You think he can't win?
Oh, well, I would have thought the
You said he's
Cranbourne
no way.
race. No, I didn't say it.
Neville, he said he's no way.
I just thought it's hard once they've had 3 or 4 runs at 13 or 1400 to come back. But,
Ladies and gentlemen, off air, he said no hope.
yeah, well, you know what he's like.
You're dead now. Oh, well, he's there to run well in an
I hope he
82.
wins. I hope he wins by 5.
Well, maybe they burn him off and he just smashes
Yeah.
them to the line.
Yep.
Who knows?
They ran home really well.
Anything
there
can
last
happen in
time.
Adelaide.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
right.
lucky Liz will be over there. She'll sort it out.
Sunday, we haven't got no accepted fields
We're going to
yet.
Trang.
Falago, we'll get a second crack at the Trang Cup after.
I'll tell you what, I reckon this is a piece of genius work by me.
Miss it out at stall.
Pulling him out of store because he drew barrier 20
Yeah,
on a hard track where you couldn't make ground.
and the local horse won and led all the way.
Yep. They knew on the morning, we found out on the morning or the day before that the Trang Cup was going to be rerun. Well, no one's going to go there because they're all committed elsewhere. So we lob up in the Trang Cup in a
It might be top weight.
fairly average renewal, I might say.
Yeah, it won't be the same as 2
And-
weeks ago.
And it's going to rain next week
Well,
for
there's
3 or 4 days.
a bit of rain leading up, so it's all he needs.
So I reckon he'll be eating money.
Well, I just hope he wins. Because if he does run well there...
If he wins, he can go to Warrnambool for the Cup.
Exactly.
If he doesn't, well, he can go to Port Fairy for a rest. Anyway, that's good.
Yep, so we've bit of luck there.
And Equieto?
Yeah, well, he missed today. And
are you going to go to Terang?
I'll go to Terang.
Yeah.
You going? No.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, I'll go.
No, I'm definitely going. Yep.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? You don't want me to go?
No, I just thought you asked me as if I was doing the job for ATB. Equieto missed here in 11. I don't know whether he's ready for 1200. He probably just needs to go to the races.
I don't think he'd be running if he wasn't.
No, well, maybe not. But
he doesn't like it too wet.
Yeah, well, that's... They haven't had much luck, have they? It's scratched in today. It might rain on Sunday. He did trial up all right the other day, isn't it? But that's different tempo, obviously. But
you don't rate the trials, do you?
No, I don't anymore.
No, you've been burned on the punt?
No, I just don't rate it.
On the punt?
I just don't rate it. People get... You win it, like Weary says, there's no prize money in bloody trials, and it's dead set right. You just got to know what your own horse is doing and not worry about anything else in it.
And Craigenair?
Yeah,
where's he going?
Sunday as well, on the turf, 1200 benchmark 64.
Where are you going?
No, that's Pakenham.
You're going there?
No. I thought you might have stayed there after you went there. When are you going tomorrow night?
You want to feed the horses?
No.
No, so Craigenair,
good chance, big chance.
Is he?
I reckon.
He was good first up, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he should be winning.
Well, yeah, no, I'd be thinking he's one of our better bets.
Better bets.
Better bets.
No, well, he's no hope now.
We've got all the Craigenair people as the Ladbrokes.
Yeah, they'll be all upset with you.
They'll be waiting for a month to get on.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of horses racing.
There is.
And
a lot of places.
Warrnambool's coming up fast.
Wangoom Day in a fortnight today as we stand here.
2 weeks today we'll be staying at Warrnambool.
Yeah.
I don't know what runners we'll have.
We'll have some of these.
We'll have 6 probably.
Yeah, some of these.
I reckon we'll have 6 over the 3 days.
Today's runners will be going second up.
There's a lot of horses here at Bendigo running first up.
Half of Warrnambool's here.
I thought I was at Warrnambool.
Yeah, Matty Williams.
They're all here warming them up.
Wilds.
Getting that first up run, because I've got a theory you can't win first up at Warrnambool.
We should be jotting all these Bendigo runners
all these
down.
good runs down, yeah. No, there's a few here. So we're looking forward to Warrnambool. 6 seats left on Cup night.
Pickle Pig.
For the Pickled Pig with Roger Gleeson. Great entertainer. So Warrnambool are lucky to get him.
You reckon he'd be in fine form by the Thursday?
Oh, it'd be a great performance. Like he's world-renowned, Roger Gleeson. One of the funniest men ever to take the stage.
He's actually notably been quiet.
Oh, no,
a big build-up.
He was on the phone the other day.
Oh, was he?
Just running a few of his new lines past me.
Right.
He's got a couple of things in store for you, actually.
Yeah, that'd be right.
He just asked whether you could be close to the stage. Got a couple of jokes? No. Well, Roger Gleeson, you all know him. He's world-renowned comedian.
You got a band for me, Roger. That's all I want. I don't know about any props.
Anyway, it's good. It's good. Well, I think we'll have a really good night at the Pickled Pig.
Yep.
So 6 seats left if you want to come along and join us and be entertained by the informed Roger Gleeson.
And there's no ATB cost. That's just pay as you go.
Yeah, pay as you go, mate. I'm not shouting.
Well, we might win the Warrnambool Cup.
If we win the Warrnambool Cup, we might pay.
Gosh. Old Falago, he might just come good and do the trick for us.
We might pay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I haven't got much more, Darren.
You got nothing, have you?
No.
Now, we advertised the Tavistock today with Archie Alexander.
We had a few nibbles. We've got to wait.
Not much left.
A few more phone calls.
Getting through these yearlings. I'm glad the sales are over.
Well, she's
nice
down,
to be home for a while.
She's down around 20%, so she is nearly all gone.
Lovely filly. Very athletic. Great movement in the paddock.
Yep.
And Archie Alexander's strike rate is pretty good. If you were backing his horses, you'd have a new car.
He's 23% in town, and I think around 20 everywhere this season.
Up and comer, isn't he?
Well, he's if they're not winning, they're actually running well too.
You rate him?
I rate him highly.
How do you rate him compared to Matt Kamani?
Matt's, I reckon they're both European trainers, but there's just a different style. Matt's very much European. Archie's blended in a bit of the Aussie, I reckon. Not knocking either, but I think Archie's just getting
two good
the
trainers,
races.
aren't they? I was just trying to put you on the spot.
Ah, well, I got out of it, I think.
You did.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully Matt has his winner for us in the next 2 or 3 weeks with serious witness. But
yeah, we're looking forward to Warrnambool, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we're going to give away a couple of shares in a couple of racebook competitions.
Yeah. Can we mention them?
Yeah, we're going to give your share of Silver Stratum away.
Might be free after today.
No, we're going to give away a share in the girls' horse.
The Epaulette.
The Epaulette at a permissive. And we're going to give away a share in the Tough Speed, the full to Bianca Moe.
Going to Weary.
So that'll be part of the racebook competition. So if you're on course, make sure you enter that competition.
Yeah.
And see if you can win.
Valued, I think one was valued about 1,200, the other one nearly $2,000. So
That's it.
A couple of nice horses to get into.
Good to sponsor Warrnambool. They've been good to us for a long time.
And
so.
we have a lot of success there.
So I hope to see a lot of you down there for the carnival. But next week, I don't know where we'll be. Wednesday next week?
I didn't look that. Oh, Ballarat. Oh, no, Ballarat's Tuesday. Oh, I don't know, Darren. I haven't looked that far. That's a long way away.
Anzac Day Tuesday, you're marching?
Yeah, actually, the little bloke, we go down the street of Glenn Thompson, they have an Anzac march. He loves it, so he loves to get involved.
Well, yeah.
Most of our diggers are
Passed on.
Yeah, so he represents a family, actually.
It's a special day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Looking
It's a
forward
great
to it.
day.
Well, until next week, may your horses run well. And if they don't, email Pete. I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti.